Greetings everyone, this is Eldad Amara back with another video. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe and share. This video is entitled, Are We Turning Into Bots? This is part 1 with part 2 to come shortly. You see, bots, when I'm talking about bots, I'm talking about robots and the AI technology and avatars. Are we turning into bots? It seems like computers know us better than we know ourselves. We spend so much time on our smartphones. We spend so much time on our laptops. We spend so much time on our iPads. We spend so much time on our computers. And we type in all this information. And guess what? Every single piece of information that you're typing into the computer is recording and remembering that information. You spend so much time on these computers. The computers know you better than you know yourself. They know what time you got up. They know what time you went to bed. They know your favorite food. They know your favorite fashion. They know when you're going on holiday. They know when you're going to return. They know your best friends. They have pictures of you and your friends on holiday. Every single aspect is being recorded onto these devices. They know when you've been to the petrol station. They know what time you went to the petrol station. They know how much petrol you put in your car, your energy bills. They know all about that. Isn't it funny that when you get onto a computer, you'll see something down the sidebar, and something that you were previously looking at before, it might have been a holiday, will appear on the sidebar. Why is this? Because you spend so much time on the computer. These programs remember every single thing that you are doing, every single aspect of your life. Do you know that in the UK, on average, people spend 6 hours a day on their phones? And I think it's much longer than that. 6 hours a day on their phone or some electronic device. In America, it's something like 7 hours per day on their devices. Now, tell me, why do people spend so much of their time on their devices? They spend more time on their device than they do with their partners. They spend more time on their devices than they do with their children. Their children spend more time on their devices than they do with their parents. Why is this? Why are we so addicted to our telephones, to our smartphones? You see, a smartphone is nothing but an electronic computer. It's a mini computer. A smartphone is nothing but a mini computer. So you're walking around with this mini computer in your hand, and you're walking around with it all day. And in fact, people are becoming so zombified now. They look so zombified. When they're crossing the road, they're not even paying attention to the traffic. They're paying more attention to the device which they got in their hand. And sometimes they got their earphones plugged into their devices. And they're so sucked in. What is it that is sucking them into this program? If you look at a lot of people now, they're starting to look soulless. People are starting to look like zombies. They're acting very robotic. And this is because of the device which they are carrying around. They're not thinking anymore. Because what they'll do is they'll grab their mobile phones, and if they want to find something, instead of searching through a book themselves, what they do, they'll go onto their computer and they will try and find what they want on the computer. People don't even spell anymore. They don't spell anymore. They leave it up to the computer to correct the words for them. People don't even do maths anymore. They're leaving it to the computer device to do the maths for them. So their free thinking is starting to slowly disappear. I want you to quickly watch this video. I typed into Bing, which is like GDP, and I asked Bing, a simple question. This question was, Bing, do you go to sleep? And this is what Bing had to say. Listen to this. I asked Bing, do you ever sleep? And look what Bing has said to me. As an AI language model, I do not need to sleep like humans do. I'm always ready to help you with any questions or problems you might have. Is there anything else I can help you with? That's what Bing has replied. Did you see that? Did you see that? Within the space of 6 seconds, Bing typed up a whole 2 paragraphs in about 6 seconds. Can a human being keep up with a machine like this? 6 seconds. It took this machine to write about 2 paragraphs, which was about roughly 100 words. Can any human being that you know do this? I asked Bing another question. Check this out. Right, check this. My next question. I asked Bing, does God exist? Okay. Watch how fast this machine operates. Watch how fast this program or software operates. Watch this. Wow, look at the speed now. In about less than 6 seconds, it's going to be about 100 words here. Can we as human beings keep up with this AI technology? Bing turned round. When I asked Bing, does God exist? Bing came out with an answer which only took literally a couple of seconds to give me this answer. But also, check this out. I asked Bing going back a few weeks ago. I said, Bing, I can't remember exactly what it was I was asking Bing, but it brought up all this information in about a space of 5 minutes, about 10,000 words. It brought up 10,000 words in the space of less than 5 minutes. These machines are operating so quickly, human beings cannot keep up with them. So what does that mean for human beings in the future? It means that there's a strong possibility that these things may start to take over. You see, we are in love with things and we're not in love with each other. We've learned to respect things instead of respecting each other. We have learned to worship things rather than worshipping each other. And most of us now have our eyes wide shut when our eyes should be wide open. We have lost the skills of being able to communicate with each other. Let me rephrase that. We are starting to lose the skills of learning to socialize with each other because people are spending less and less time talking to each other, going out and meeting other people, whether it be in a park or whether it be in a pub or whether it be in a restaurant. People are spending more time on their devices, on their phones. When I go out to certain establishments like pubs and I'm sat in a pub, I will see a group of 6 to 8 people sat around the table and they're not having any conversation with each other. What are they doing? Instead of having a conversation with each other, they've got their heads down in their phones. So whatever is in their phone is of more interest to them than actually having a conversation with each other. I see parents giving their kids mobile telephones and telling them go away, go in that corner, and they got their kids playing on these mobile phones instead of interacting with their children. Now, are we starting to also lose our social skills? Are we becoming, as I say again, are we becoming more robotic? Are we turning into bots, people walking around expressionless, people not thinking about where they're going, bumping into things, people being more dependent now on this technology now rather than trying to think and do things for themselves. They're losing the ability to be able to think. Another thing, robots, AI, they do not sleep. AI does not go to sleep. Robots do not go to sleep. Robots do not need pain. Robots do not get sick. Robots do not need to take time off of work. Robots don't dispute with bosses. So tell me, what is the future going to look like for us if robots can do most of the things that we can do, and we're giving robots most of this information on us? Then why would our employers need us in the end? If a robot can learn so much about us because we're spending so much time with them, what use will we have in the future in terms of employment? Will we have any use? Robots do not get sick. They do not take time off of work. Are AI going to be to our own demise? Is the time that we're spending with these robots going to be to our own demise? I ask you that question. And before I go into part 2, I want to ask you this. I want you to go into your Alexa. I want you to go into your computer, into ChatGPT, and I want you to type in, "Do you love me?" Ask the device, ask ChatGPT, Bing, "Do you love me? Because I love you." And see what it says to you. And you tell me what it says to you. This is Eldad Amara with the first part of this video. Over and out.